Married for 7 years, I want to kill my husband. Not the kind of killing with a knife. I wrote a list in my cell phone memo. The title is How to Decently Make Him Disappear. The first item on the list is to throw away all his socks. Let him find no socks to wear. Pissed off. The second rule is that when he plays the most intense game, team battle, power off the router. Article 3. Submit articles to emotional bloggers on the whole network. Let him shoot me. Write down one by one. When writing Article 15, my daughter called me mom in the living room. I'm hungry. I put my phone down. Go to the kitchen and cook him noodles. When the water boils, I was wondering, why don't you put 3 more spoonfuls of salt in his noodles tonight? I put 2 spoonfuls of salt in it. When the 3rd spoon is lifted, I cried myself first. Not because I still love him, because I suddenly remembered when we first got married 7 years ago. He likes my noodles the most, said it was better than the noodle shop outside. We lived in a village in the city at that time. The kitchen is small and can't be turned around. 40 degrees in summer. I cook a bowl of noodles, sweating. He even drank the soup after eating, then rushed to wash the dishes. We took a second-hand electric car for a ride along the river. He had $300 in his pocket. Buy me 15 yuan for a cup of milk tea. It's not expensive. My wife is worth it. I held that cup of milk tea all the way, reluctant to drink. I feel like I've followed him for the rest of my life. What happened? He got promoted. We bought a house. His parents put up 200,000 down payment. Just 200,000. It became a rope around my neck. The twist of events happened in a very small matter. The winter when my daughter was 2 years old, sudden high fever in the middle of the night, burned to 39 degrees. My hands were shaking. Give him a call. He said he worked overtime at the company. Let me take the child to the hospital first. I took a taxi with my child to register at the children's hospital, queuing up for blood draws, etc. The emergency room was packed at 3 a.m. I sat in a plastic chair with my hot daughter. There's no one around to help. He didn't arrive until 4:30 in the morning. The smell of smoke on my body is choking. I asked him why he came. He said the project was urgent and could not go away. I didn't say anything, because my daughter's test sheet came out. Viral infection. You need an infusion. Wait for the child to put a needle in and start the infusion. Suddenly found him leaning back in the hallway chair and falling asleep. I looked at his sleeping face. It was unfamiliar. I didn't know until the next day. He didn't work overtime at all that night. He went to play mahjong. His colleague's wife told me. The original words are that your family was not lucky last night. Lost hundreds. I was drying clothes. Hearing this, my hand loosened. A daughter's sweater fell to the ground. I rewashed that sweater with dust. Turn the faucet to the maximum when washing. Cry by the sound of water. After crying, I've made a decision. I won't mention this, as if it never happened. It's not because I'm generous. It's because I quit my job at that time to take care of the kids at home. No money in hand. Depends on him for living expenses every month. I don't even have enough confidence to quarrel. Do you think I'm useless? I don't think so either, but days are like this. Sometimes you know you're being bullied, knowing he should slam the door. But when it comes to what children eat and wear, what should I do with my mortgage next month? Your breath dissipates, only powerless. Later days are like frogs boiled in warm water. He started coming home later and later. Weekends are always busy, either with customers or colleagues. I was alone with my daughter, feeding, bathing, telling stories, sleeping. The sentence my daughter asks me the most is, "Mother, is Dad coming back for dinner today?" I never come back. He just oohed. Keep your head down and continue to play building blocks. It broke my heart. He's 4 years old. I've learned not to expect my father's absence. I started to lose sleep at night. Not thinking about him. How much is the mortgage? How much is the property fee? Daughter's interest class is up $1,200 this semester. His pay card is strapped to my phone, but I'll never know if he has any other income. Once I was in his coat pocket, found a membership card for a massage parlor. The consumption records show that I went there twice a week. I didn't argue with him, put the card back directly. That night, I sit on the toilet and swipe my phone, swipe to a post. The title is, "When did you give up on your partner?" There were thousands of comments. I read them one by one. I found that each one seemed to be writing about me. Some people say that when giving birth, husband is playing games outside. Some people say they have a fever and have to get up to cook. Some people say that when the mother-in-law and daughter-in-law are conflicted, husband is always on his mother's side. My tears are falling on the phone screen. Click on that post to collect. You may not believe it. The trigger for me to have a big fight with him, it's actually a pack of instant noodles. That was my period, lying in bed in pain, sweating coldly. He rested in the living room and played games all afternoon. It's dinner time. He went into the bedroom and asked me what I had for dinner. I said, not very comfortable. Can you do something, or order takeout? He went out. I thought he was in the kitchen. I waited for half an hour and didn't move. I got up and walked to the living room. I saw him sitting on the sofa with a bowl of instant noodles. Eat well. He paused when he saw me. Then say, I thought you didn't eat it. Just soaked a pack. I'm standing in the middle of the living room, in pajamas, tousled hair. I can't straighten my back with a stomachache. Look at this man. The man I slept with for 7 years. Because of a pack of instant noodles, my last line of defense has completely collapsed on me. Pick up the remote control on the coffee table. Smashed in the past. Missed and hit the wall. Battery pops out. Rolled all over. And I went crazy. Drop everything that could be dropped. Cup ace photo frame. That photo frame, I bought it on our honeymoon. Inside is a photo of us by the sea. I have a really big smile in the photo. He called me crazy. Slammed the door and left. I'm squatting in a messy living room. Pick that photo out of the broken glass. Watched for a long time. The girl in the photo, bright eyes, flushed cheeks, the whole person seems to glow. She couldn't have imagined. In 7 years I will become so detestable. Would collapse for a man to eat a pack of instant noodles. That night, I did something. I opened the phone memo. Start writing a draft of the divorce agreement. I wrote in great detail. How to divide property, who is the child with, how to arrange visitation rights. Halfway through, turns out I don't even know his exact monthly income, and it dawned on me. In this marriage, I was completely blind. But it kind of woke me up to one thing. I have to go to work. After my daughter goes to kindergarten, I started looking for a job again. Gap period of 4 years. Peers have already been promoted to supervisor. I submitted hundreds of resumes, interviewed a dozen companies. Finally, I went to a small company as an administrator. 5500 is not enough to hire a live-in nanny. But I am content, because it's my own money. You don't have to look at anyone's face when you spend it. He didn't react to me going to work. I only said one sentence, and then you will pay 1/3 of the living expenses. And I said, okay, I'm going to start saving $1,000 a month. In the card my mom opened for me. My mom knows I'm saving money. She didn't ask anything. One sentence is not enough. Tell mom I hung up, crying like a dog in the office. My colleague thought I had a fight with my husband. I said it's okay, I just miss my mom. Actually, I feel sorry for him. He raised me so much, for me to finish college. I didn't come to this world to be angry. But I didn't tell him I want a divorce. Because I know he will persuade me. Will say the child is still young. Would say men are like this. Would say a second marriage is more difficult. Everything he said was right, but I don't want to hear it. Yes, I just want to hear it from someone. If you are not happy, leave. I support you. No such person, at least not in my circle of life. Time goes by day by day. We didn't quarrel anymore. It didn't work out. It's been half a year since I slept in separate rooms. He sleeps in the master bedroom. I sleep in the second bed. Daughter sometimes runs over in the middle of the night with a small pillow under my bed. Whisper, Mom, I'm afraid I'll hug her little body. Thinking about the days I'm living now. What's the difference between being a single mother? The only difference is, having one more in the house will make dirty clothes. Good roommate with dirty dishes and chopsticks. Valentine's Day last month. Moments are drying flowers and gifts. I work overtime until 8 o'clock to go home. Push open the door and he is nestled on the sofa. Swipe short video. The living room lights are off. Only the light from the TV and cell phone shines on his face. I changed my shoes and went to the kitchen. Morning bowls are piled in the sink. The trash can is full and no one is emptying it. I silently washed the dishes. Garbage replaced. Then I cooked myself a bowl of noodles. After eating the noodles, I sat at the dining table. Open your phone to see the happiness of others in your circle of friends. Watched for a while, find it boring. I deleted it. The shopping software that has been pushing rose ads. He didn't say a word to me the whole time. Me neither. That night, I reopened that memo. The one that says how decent. The memo that made him disappear. Deleted the first 14 items. Only Article 15 is left for divorce. But then 2 months passed. I still haven't left. It's not that I don't want to. I made a calculation. Divorce. The house is the joint property of the husband and wife. But the down payment was from his parents. He certainly wouldn't agree to an even split. My current salary, after paying the rent and my daughter's expenses, basically nothing left. custody battle. I had no financial advantage at all. My mom is not well, can't help me with the kids. All the practical problems are there. Each one is like a wall. Trap me in place, can't move. So my current state is waiting and waiting for him to make a bigger mistake. Or wait for me to be stronger. Save enough money and save enough. And walk out the door without looking back. You might think I'm making excuses, maybe, but here's the thing. The most torturous part of marriage, not a moment of hysteria, but countless days that flow by like water. It's the toothpaste lid he can never tighten. It's the stinky socks he left on the sofa. He said to you, don't lift your eyelids at random. It's you who cry secretly at night. And he turned over and he started snoring. Take these things out separately. Everyone will think you are hypocritical. But they pile up day after day. It's like sand, bury your heart little by little. Until one day, you find that the fire in your heart is completely extinguished, not even smoking anymore. I don't know how long I can last. But I do. One day, I will go.